Namaste. Let us start with divine blessings. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, Guru, Master, Chokotsui, Mahaguruji, kneeling. All the great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers, all invisible helpers, divine helpers, Buddhi, Gwani, Buddha, Shakti, all Bodhisattvas, beings of light, our divine self and higher soul. We humbly invoke for your divine blessings, divine light, divine love, and divine power, for divine peace, illumination, divine grace, divine guidance, divine mercy, divine forgiveness, divine oneness, for prosperity, abundance, prosperity both material and financial, abundance at all in all levels, divine healing on all levels, divine protection on all levels. Thank you, God. We are super receptive, super conductive, and super grateful for all your miraculous blessings. The blessings of the life that we have, the safety and security that is there in our lives, all the senses, the ability to see, the ability to hear, the ability to feel, touch, smell, breathe, taste, everything that you have given, the beautiful family that we have, the life that we have, the home that we have food on the table, we have all the comforts of life, we have all good health, prosperity, abundance, securities, all that we have, God, we are divinely protected, shielded, guarded. We are gracefully humble and grateful to you. Thank you in full faith. So be it, so be it, so it is. Om, Amen, Amen. Let us get in touch with our own inner self. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thoughts. I am not the mind. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I'm a being of spiritual energy. I'm a being of pure energy with light. I am in complete and permanent control over my body, my emotions, and my thoughts. So be it. I am the soul. I am divine love. I am light, and I am power. I am intelligence. I am knowledge. I am power. Now visualize you're looking at the mirror. Look at your eyes. As you deeply look into it, you see a bright light within. That is the Atma, the soul that is taking care of the body. Let us do forgiveness with ourselves, forgiving and accepting ourselves unconditionally for all the mistakes that we have done. Atma Namaste. I, the soul, I salute the dignity within you. I, the soul, I salute the Atma within you. The purity within you, the God within you, the Brahma within you, the Vishnu within you, the Shiva within you, the Christ within you, the Allah within you. I forgive you on all levels, through time and space, for all the mistakes you have done to me. I humbly seek forgiveness from you for all the mistakes I have done to you. on all levels through time and space. May love, peace, harmony be between you and me. Om Shanti 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 Om. We are one, we are one, we are one. Visualize that you're merging with yourself, your inner self, and you're feeling whole, you're feeling healed, you're feeling complete. Now visualize this bright light going up towards the sun. As you look down upon from the sun, you can see the solar system and the universe all around, and Mother Earth, on which the little specks of light that you see are the light of the souls of all the beings on Earth. And all the stars and stardusts, those include the little souls of the beings that have left their bodies, those who have died, their soul light is still there. Let us forgive everyone who has hurt us and also humbly ask for forgiveness to neutralize all our relationship karmas. Atma Namaste to all sentient beings, to all souls in all 8 directions, above and below, and in all lives, past, present, and future. I, the soul, I salute the divinity within all of you. I humbly seek love, happiness, joy, peace from you, and I share it with you. I forgive you for all the mistakes you have done on all levels through time and space, in any lifetime, anywhere in the universe, for whatever purpose you have hurt me, injured me, harmed me. I forgive you completely and permanently. I release you from all negative karmic cords, connections, and bonds. Atma Namaste. Be in peace, be in peace, be in peace. Om Shanti 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 Om. I humbly seek your forgiveness for all the mistakes I have done to you on all levels through time and space. May both you and I be completely and permanently healed on all levels. May only peace, love, happiness, joy, mercy, and forgiveness exist between you and me. Om Shanti 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 Om. Be in peace, go in peace, be in peace, go in peace, be in peace, go in peace. Cut all the negative karmic connections, cords and bonds, and all the negative energies. The energy cords, cut, cut, cut. Disconnect, detach. Visualize smoky gray energies going out of your chakras, meridians, organs, and physical body. These are all the dumped anger, hatred, all the negative energies that they have dumped on you. I release all negative energies, negative feelings, negative emotions from all levels of my system completely and permanently. Now, so be it. I, the soul, I release all negative energies, negative feelings, negative emotions, negative thoughts, completely and permanently from all levels through my chakras. I release them completely and permanently. Visualize this great cloud of energy going out from your entire body, all the toxic energies that are there in your chakras, meridians, organs, every cell of your body. All are being released. All your pain, trauma, shock, suffering, all the energies of anger, pride, jealousy, envy, all the energies of hatred, criticism, injuriousness, tendencies to injure physically, emotionally, mentally, or verbally. All the energies of dishonesty, manipulation, all the energies of stealing, either physically, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, spiritually, financially, or socially. All the energies of prejudice, selfishness, all the negative energies that you can think of, or negative feelings that you can think of. All the past memories, let all the past memories, painful memories, be completely and permanently be released from every cell of my body, from every molecule of my existence, even from the cellular memory. Every cell has a memory. So when one cell dies and the new cell takes over, it transmits that memory. That is how we still remember all that has happened in our childhood. Though we do not have the same cells that were there when we were born, those are all replaced by new cells. But the cellular memory transfers those, those memory of those traumas, happiness, joy, peace, or shock, whatever, humiliation, whatever we have gone through. So on the cellular level, let us be healed completely. On the etheric, molecular level, let us be healed completely and permanently. Release any physical pain, any physical suffering that you have, any allergies, any discomforts, any diseases. May we release all these diseases completely and permanently from all levels, from every cell of our body, from all levels of our life. Release all the emotional pain, trauma, shock that you have gone through, the sufferings that you've gone through in your life. Release all this painful memories, trauma, all these emotional hangovers, depression. Maybe you have a little personality disorder. We all do have something or the other. So maybe some people are bipolar, some people have split personality, some people have eccentricity, maybe excessiveness. You are obsessed with certain things. Maybe you are obsessed with whatever. So all that excessiveness that is there, release all that excessiveness to balance your emotional mind, your emotions. Release all the energies of poverty, all the energies of lack, all the energies of victimhood, all the energies of humiliation and shock. Release all the energies of intolerance, non-acceptance, which creates relationship problems. Whatever that creates relationship problems, let us release all those. Let us release the energies of ignorance, irritation, anger, sadness, all that you can think of. Release them completely and permanently from all levels of your system. May all these energies released be completely, thoroughly, fully, and permanently disintegrated, dissolved, and transmuted to higher energies. Thank you, God, Mahaguruji Mailing, Master Chopatsri, all our guardian angels, healing ministers. Thank you for neutralizing our past negative karmas and blessing us with a completely and permanently healed life on all levels, and have a very, very contented, blissful, wholesome life on all levels, physically, energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, and socially. May we be healed on all levels. Lord God, thank you for this miraculous healing. Remind yourself, I am super receptive, super conductive, and super grateful. Thank you for this miraculous healing. Now cut cords with all these negative energies which you have released. You just cut these cords, all negative cords connections. Cut, cut, cut. Visualize you have a sword, an energy sword, which is emitting electric violet lights. So chop it off again. Cut, cut, cut. This will detach. Lord God, thank you for blessing me with peace, with prosperity on all levels, abundance in all levels, illumination, with bliss, with enlightenment, with joy, with happiness, with us, with security, safety, with love, unconditional love, with mercy, with forgiveness, with happiness, with ecstasy, bliss, contentment, with progress, with success, with fulfillment of all our dreams, desires, and wishes. Make a wish. So may we be forgiven for all that we have negatively done towards ourselves and others. Lord God, heal our lives completely and permanently. Beautiful faith, so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Om, Amen, Amen. Very comfortably, gently open your eyes. Eyes that are careful. So let us do one small healing. Put your hands like this, keep your hands like this, and repeat after me. I, the soul, I completely, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, and fully assimilate all these divine healing energies on all levels now. So be it. I completely, permanently, gratefully, and deeply accept, absorb, and fully assimilate all these miraculous divine healing energies on all levels now. So be it. I, the soul, I completely, deeply, gratefully, and divine, humbly accept all these divine healing energies, prosperity energies, abundance energies on all levels now, now, now. So be it. So be it, so it is. Om, Amen, Amen. That must be, that must be. How are you all feeling? Okay, so today, let me share the screen and see what we will do today. Let's just see. Anybody, if you have any question, anything that comes to your mind that you want to share, you may please do so. You unmute yourself and please do so, because we have the opportunity to, clear our doubts and know more, understand more. So if you wish to, you can just, ask or share. In fact, one thing that I have been remembering, if you have read the book um, Autobiography of a Yogi, you have known that Sri Yukteswar, what had happened to him. His life story, he was in US, he was very, very successful, if you remember. And then he came back to India for a while. And then again he went back. So when he went back, then what happened? He saw that his best friend had taken over his entire setup, and then he was actually deeply betrayed by his best friend who had defamed him. So he had a massive, defamation in the whole country over there in US, and everything was, his whole establishment, whether it was physical, mental, emotional, all was shattered. What I felt when I, read and understood that maybe this was his, of course, he was a Paramahansa, he had become a Paramahansa. So that is that last birth. So this must have been his last birth. That is why he had to go through that pain of betrayal and humiliation. And if you have read, he had forgiven them. He had still, he started off again, and he forgave his friend, and he embraced, whatever came to him very willfully, graciously, so courteously. So that is what is important, right? So when we do the, this is just, I'll just share this since I came across this right now. That is why. So see, we are nothing but, this is the soul, which is just energy. That hollow energy being actually wears the costumes. So we wear these outfits around us, which enables us to do what we are doing. So each outfit is, suppose one is the physical, this outfit is giving me the power of physical body. The next one gives me the power of emotional body. Next one gives me the power of mental body. So I can think, I can feel, I can move. So when I say that uh, move your head, you are moving your head. Who is moving the head? I. Who is the I who is moving the head? That means I and the head, if the physical body is the head and the I is different. So I am the mover of my body, right? Then when you are feeling pain, when you're feeling happiness, it is I am the feeler of my feelings. And when you're thinking positive or negative, I am the thinker of my thoughts. So the thoughts, the emotions, the body is not the I. So who is the I? I is the God within me, which is the soul. I insist on this because when you, from within, you realize, whenever you say I or somebody says I, you can instantly relate that you are the soul, unconsciously. When you're able to do that, you will actually experience life to the fullest. You will actually have intense, deep understanding and experience of life in a wholesome way. So that is why, we constantly remind you that I is the soul. I am the mover of my body. I am the feeler of my feelings and emotions. I am the thinker of my thoughts, right? So just like a flame, there is a flame. Even if uh, one candle, many candles, all candles together, when it forms into a flame, even if that you take away one candle from it, still it is the same fire that is giving warmth, that is giving light. So we are all beings of light. Each of us individually are beings of light. But when we know and when we feel, when we can experience oneness, we are all one. The flame becomes together as one fire. Then that will be able to actually do wonders in the universe, will be able to manifest the divine plan on earth. So it is we who separate ourselves. Even one candle is giving light, and one big flame or fire is also giving light. So when we are part of the whole, whenever we say, I am the soul, we are all one, we are all, our hearts are one, our souls are one, we are spiritually one. The moment we remind this, that we are one, what happens is the ability of you or I to radiate goodness, to radiate all the skills, our potential, our goodness, our acquired, whatever knowledge, wisdom we have acquired will be much more than when you think that you are just one candle. When you isolate yourselves, you will not be able to give so much light. Rather, when you think and feel oneness, when you unite yourself with all, so separation is actually an illusion. We think we are different, but we are part of that same light. When you connect yourself to the whole, you are empowered with the power of the wholeness. You're empowered with the power of oneness. So that oneness will give you strength, that oneness will give you power, that oneness will give you light, that is wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, that oneness will give you love, compassion, mercy, forgiveness. All you will get in a huge form when you think and feel and make yourself one with the whole flame, whole fire. So you see, when we are hit by life and when we have severe crisis or problems, that is the time when we will, go to run to the temple, we donate, we pray. Many of us we do. I'm talking about, the ordinary people, most of them. Then they remember, I must pray to God, and then they pray to God. But you have, before that, you have separated yourself. So you have, what should I say? You have disempowered yourself. You have lost your powers. Now, when you're trying to unite with the whole, when you're trying to unite with God, with all, then you source the power from all. So that is why, separation and oneness, to understand the concept, is very, very important. Very important. I, my wife, my husband, my children, when you are thinking in a narrow perspective, the pipe, the bandwidth, is low. Frequency, it will be able to, take in very little frequency. But when you expand your bandwidth, you will be able to get more, give more. So it is very important for us to connect with oneness, with the whole. So when light passes through a prism, it breaks into 7 colors. All the 7 colors are included in the white light, right? It's just like that. We are all part of that same white light. Maybe our colors are different. Maybe our, our frequencies are different. But we all belong to that same white light. So if, suppose, for example, suppose you are red color. Now what you do, you put some, you see there is no black in this, right? So let us consider black as darkness or negatives. So if you spot yourself with black spots, you are red color. You have red frequencies, right? You have one kind of frequency. You spot yourself with black, then what will happen? the entire composition of the rainbow, the white light, will actually diminish. It will have problems. The whole white light will have problems because one of the colors is not in balance. So we need to be harmonious. We need to be integrated. We need to feel and experience oneness. Only when we are one, when we are together emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, maybe not physically, sorry, that's a mistake, not physically, but maybe emotionally, spiritually, we are all one. We feel the emotions and pains that others are going through. That is emotional oneness. We think, the thoughts that others are thinking. For example, when a motivator, inspirational speaker is speaking, you also, comprehend the same. When they say, okay, for example, I'll just give you one example. You are standing in a cricket field with a bat and there are balls coming. So you hit the ball, you miss the ball first time, second time, third time you miss it. Maybe the fifth time you can hit. If you hit, you are caught, bowled out. Sixth time, the last ball when you hit and you actually score a sixer. So what happens is, in life, when there are challenges, when there are problems that come into our life, it's not necessary that every time we have to win. We may miss out, we may fail, we may, be demotivated, we may go through depression, we may go through anger. It is okay, but our aim is to finally hit the sixer. And if we give up while we are, missing out balls, even if I'm bowled out, still, if you continue, the day you have hit the sixer, the red colored ray has become brighter. And once you have got the taste of victory, it will become an addiction. You will want to have victory every time. So you will want to actually improve. Like this, when everybody, all the colors want to grow, improve, progress together, hand in hand, the whole rainbow will be more strong, more powerful. And consequently, the white light, which is the energy of God, the divine power that we are getting, that will become stronger. The bandwidth will increase. We will have heaven on earth. So what is all this? This is all the qualities. Energy itself has a quality, the taste, the color and smell. We need to improve every level in every area of life. Holding hand in hand, not alone together. We need to grow together. One finger cannot, if this finger is only growing, as you were a child, you were a 2-year-old baby, as you are growing, when you are 18 years old, only this one finger has grown. The other fingers are as tiny as it was when you were a 2-year-old. Will you be able to work properly? So all the fingers need to grow together. The full hand needs to grow. So when you were a 2-year-old baby, you could lift only maybe 100 grams. When you are an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old person, your hand has grown, all the fingers have grown together. You can lift maybe 5 kgs, 10 kgs. So understand the importance of oneness. We all need to grow together. That is why we need to help each other. Because when others are growing, remember you are growing as a whole. So we need to help people to grow emotionally, mentally, be empathetic, understand people's problems, suffering, pain, trauma. We need to harmonize. Physically, we need to help people who are going through pain and suffering. Financially, we need to help people. Mentally, we need to, if somebody is depressed, somebody is going through a lot of negative thoughts, or maybe somebody is maybe pessimistic, we need to help that person trying to change his perception, his attitude in life. We need to also help people to, grow relationship wise. Maybe my relations are wonderful with my family, That does not mean that I separate myself and I don't bother what is going on in in my neighborhood or with my relatives. I see two of my friends, they are fighting. They were my childhood friends. They were, for example, in love, and now they are having war. So it is my spiritual responsibility to stretch my hands to help people on all levels in every area of life. That is what service is. There was this billionaire, I would say billionaire, yes, a client, healing client. So when he was met, he said, mm, I am suffering a lot. So when I asked, what are you suffering with? Do you have a disease? No. Do you have depression, anxiety, stress? No. Do you have any mental issues? No. Then what is the problem? No, I have so much. But what is this money? I mean, what is the use of this money? My children have so much, they are settling in their own lives. What do I do with all this money? So then, I realized that, okay, that means he is going through the need to serve humanity, the need to help people. This is not my story, it is shared by somebody. So the need to help, the need to serve, that was the hunger of the soul. The soul's ardent desire that time was to serve humanity. So the moment he did not know what is the meaning of service, as we call it. But the moment he started helping people, doing for the society, there was so much of peace. Till then, there was no peace. So think about it. Which areas of life is affecting your peace of mind? Which areas of life is making a vacuum in your life? Identify that. Fill that up. You have all the knowledge, wisdom, the support, spiritual support. You have everything, as you are doing these sessions for such a long time. So if you don't speak to your mentor, speak to your guide, speak to your friends, that okay, this is the problem I feel, which is creating a vacuum in my life. What should I do? And then you will see it can be fulfilled. It can be completed. You will lead a wholesome, WHOLE, whole, complete life, peaceful life, contented life, blissful life. And if each of us, we are contented, blissful, we help each other to become contented, blissful, and whole. As a whole, the whole, Mother Earth will be happy. All the people will be happy, integrated, with harmony. With everybody will, uh, grow and enlighten, light up, and the power of humanity will go boundless. Boundlessly it will move forward. So that I said, the soul within me, which is the thinker of the thoughts, the mover of the body, and the feeler of the emotions, that I is composed of what? What is it made of? What is the soul made of? The soul is made of three energies, and these three energies are called, it is called the Trinity aspect of God. Today in one of the groups I have, today or yesterday, I think, I messaged what I feel, that religion divides. So the moment there are different religions, we are dividing humanity. Christians say, we don't want to know about Buddhism. Maybe, Muslims say, we don't want to participate with Hindus. Religion is doing what? It is actually dividing people. But spirituality, universal knowledge, universal truth, universal oneness, what does it do? It is uniting people. So what really you want to embrace? Do you want to embrace one which divides or one which unites? That is why this is one of the best schools that is there on the earth, because it does not follow any religion. It follows spiritual science, spirituality. It follows higher truth.
So blessed we are. We are always thinking of oneness. We are always every day when we are doing twin heart meditation, we are blessing all the people of Mother Earth. We are bringing oneness. We are uniting. Think about yourselves, the relationship problems that you used to have when you had joined the school. And today, has it not diminished? Has it not gone a long way, and you've gone a very very high level of lifestyle, and the life that you're having, more integrated relations, more better connections, better everything, better peace of mind, better feelings, better understanding, better knowledge, maybe prosperity, abundance. Why? Because that oneness has given, empowered you on all levels of life. That is what real spirituality is. That is what the understanding of spirituality is. Spirituality is oneness, leading a righteous, divine, pure life together. Not only I, radiating that and making others also embrace that. So when you are teaching your children, when you're teaching your spouse, when you are maybe sharing it with your family members, your relatives, and bringing change, positive change in their life, pure change in their life, you are contributing to the elevation of the divine plan, the completion of the divine plan, the oneness. It will empower you much more than anything else. Individually, you will not be able to do, you know, giving you an example, Bill Gates has separated. The empire has separated. Will it be able to do as big as it was doing earlier? When it is united, it had more power. So when you separate yourself, okay, I will only care about my family, only my children, or okay, I am developing, that's fine. I don't care about my spouse's growth. I don't care about my children's growth, whether they grow or not. I am evolving. I'm fine. You can only climb one mountain. When you are all together holding hands, you will cross the entire Himalayan range. So think about it and think of, that is why we need whatever we have, we need to radiate that like light. As long as you are dark, as long as you're thinking about only yourself, you have darkness. The moment you are enlightened with the light of oneness, you have light. That light it is not within, it radiates outside. You light up everybody's life. Another thing that's coming to my mind, let me just share. I always share this example that I feel that if I am in a room, my home, there's a lot of sunlight outside. So until and unless I open the doors and windows, the sunlight cannot enter. Now, one more thing, let me tell you. No matter what I do, whether I keep my doors and windows closed or open, it does not matter to the sun. So if, for example, I go through trauma, stress, which happens to me also, sometimes, once in a while, when I'm going through a tremendous crisis for a very long time, and then maybe, one day I get angry with God. I don't say anything, but I feel that, God, when is this going to end? What is the lesson to be learned? I'm going on learning lessons, but when is it going to end? So once in a blue moon, this comes up. But the thing is that no matter what we feel, no matter whether the windows are closed or open, it does not affect the sun. The sun remains what it is. The sun is giving light. It will give light. It will give warmth. It will not change. We can change, but the sun will not change. So the universal truth will not change. The universal power will not change. The universal love will not change. God will not change. We can change. So who loses? It is our loss, not God's loss. If we cannot take the light, what the universal light, the sun is giving, it's our failure. It is not the sun's failure. If we cannot take the warmth of the sun, it is our failure. So first look within, then look without, then look outside. It is very easy to criticize people, judge people, form opinions about other people. But am I perfect? Am I in order? Is my life in order? Is my life perfect? If that is not, I have no right to judge others or have opinions about others or bring any kind of contribute to their pains or suffering or injure or harm or wound them in any way. Right? So I am composed, the Trinity aspect is I'm composed of three elements, three kinds of energies. One is divine light. Light means knowledge, creativity, intelligence. That is what divine light is. Light illuminates. Your creativity will create something. This is divine light. Then comes divine love. Love means, divine love here means the ability to provide. When you have love, what do you feel? You feel like doing, you love somebody. It's already always outwards. Love means it's outwards. You love somebody, you love something. That something or somebody is outside of you. So when it is outside of you, it is relating you to something or someone you wish to give, right? So that love is providing. It is the energy of providence, providing. Okay. And then the third aspect is divine power. Where do you get your inner power from? Where do you get power from? You get power from when you have a purpose in life. I want to become a pilot. You have a purpose, then you know you will look for institutes where to go, what to study. You want to work in, for example, you want to become the executive director in Hindustan Lever. That will drive you to going for studies in IIM, qualifying there, then getting a job, moving forward. So the will to do good, the purpose of why you want to do something, that purpose is gives you power. So when you have the purpose of oneness, togetherness, imagine what power it will give. One poor boy born in an uneducated poor family is dreaming of becoming a pilot. I'm talking about, for example, just giving an example, Dr. Abdul Kalam. So he could dare to think and a dream of becoming a scientist or becoming a pilot. That empowered him to become, finally he became the president. So think when you actually your purpose is your that we all will go together and we will have heaven on earth, we will have integration, we will have love, we will have. So how much power will you source from the supreme source, right? So the I, the God within me, has these three aspects. This Trinity aspect is there in all religions. Again, I repeat, religion divides, but it will encompass the universal truth. So the Trinity of God is divine light, divine love, and divine power. It is like a triangle. Three corners of the triangle hold these three energies. So here in this, okay, in the previous one, it is a balanced. Divine power is suppose 100 grams, 100 grams, 100 grams, 300 grams together. It is a equilateral triangle. This is an isosceles triangle as far as I remember my geometry. So here you see divine light, the knowledge aspect is less, the intelligence aspect is less, but the love aspect is more. So this person will be very loving. He will have the will to do good, but he does not have enough of intelligence or enough of knowledge to do so. In this aspect, the love aspect is less. Lot of intelligence. I want to do, I have love, I have lot of knowledge. Okay, I want to go to, US and do this and do that. But you do not have the providence energy. You do not have, you have a very selfish kind of probably intention to do something. You have the intelligence, you have the knowledge, but you're thinking only about yourself. Because you're not thinking about others, because you do not have or less of love aspect, what will happen? Your goal, your aim will be limited. You will reach to one level only. You cannot grow beyond that. A one-person company, a proprietorship cannot be big. When you have an empire, you are providing to all the employees, the staff. you're providing for their livelihood, then your love aspect grows. Your light, it is, the more you are doing research, the more you are, attending discourses, understanding, gathering more knowledge from whichever source, your divine light is growing. And the more you have the purpose, the goodwill to do, and you're doing, the power as it empowers you. So when there is crisis and problem also, you will have the power to withstand it and resolve it when your divine power grows. So here the power aspect is low. I will tell you, for example, you have lot of love, you have lot of knowledge, wisdom, but you do not have the constancy of doing something. Today you have started doing yoga, you do it for 2 days, 3 days, fourth day you leave it, you don't do. Again, after 1 week, you think, oh no, I'm overweight, I should start exercise. Again, you start, again. So your divine power is lacking, your will is lacking, because the purpose of doing whatever you want to do is not in order. It is not in divine alignment, in divine order. The purpose, what you want to do is not, the purpose is not pure. It is not powerful. If the purpose is powerful, why you want to do, that will only drive you to do it. So that is what divine power is all about. So, in the invocation, when we pray that divine light, love, and power, this is what it means. We all, as a soul, need to have these energies balanced. Think about it. Which is lacking in your life? Do you need to develop the love aspect? Do you need to develop the power aspect, willpower aspect? Do you need to develop the knowledge? We need to develop all the aspects, but which one is of more? Which is less, which is more. So it is, this Trinity is there in all religions. In Hinduism, it is called Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Brahma is divine light, knowledge, creation energy. Brahma is the creator. Vishnu is the provider, the love energy. That is why Krishna is one of the incarnations of Vishnu. And Shiva is the divine power aspect. Why divine power? Because Shiva recreates, he destroys the old, creates the new. He destroys what is evil, creates what is good. There is a purpose of destroying the bad, creating the good. That gives the willpower or the power to Shiva. So we all have a Shiva, a Vishnu, and a Brahma within us. You need to nurture all three of them, right? It is same in the Egyptian tradition. There is Osiris, Isis, and Horus. Same divine light, love, power. If you know, if you have know about them, I'm not going to go into details because we are already deep. So one day I will talk about it. So it is divine light, divine love, and divine power. It was there in the ancient traditions also. This is, of course, I talked about the soul, which is the flame. The light of the soul is like a flame. So that is why Pope wears, Dalai Lama wears, even the gods wear all the crowns, that the deities are wearing. It symbolizes the flame, the light of your own soul. Even the temples and mosques, synagogues, you will see all of them have got this, right? On the top, if you see, all monasteries, temples, mosques, even the Vatican City, the churches, they all have. This is the soul, the God in that temple, the soul of the temple. Even the Gurdwara has the same. It is the soul light, the temple's light, the temple's, what should I say, the God's aspect above. Just like above our head, we have the soul light. Similarly, every temple, every mosque, every monastery, every synagogue, every Gurdwara, every church has the same. We forget that even though, as I said, religion divides. So somebody follows, Hinduism, somebody Buddhism, somebody Christianity, somebody Sikhism, whatever. But we all belong to one pond. So no matter which bank you are drinking water from, you will drink the same water. If you pour dirty water into this pond, everybody is going to be affected. If you put infectious something, infectious liquid in this bank, suppose, So what will happen? It will infect everyone. So whatever we do to ourselves, we are doing to everyone. Whatever we do to everyone, we are doing to. So you pour, you with a holy purpose. What you do, you pour some good chlorine to purify the water. So your aim is to purify the pond. So you want to do to the oneness, to the whole, you want to do something. What are you doing in order? Since you're doing that, you are purifying your own bank. Your bank is getting the bank of that river, bank of that pond is getting clean. So whatever you do to everyone, you're doing to yourself. Whatever you're doing to yourself, you're actually doing to everyone. This is the understanding of oneness. So I think, yes, we will stop here today. I hope this has been helpful, because it is actually a very, very difficult, concept to really deeply understand oneness and separation. But I'm trying to explain the way I understand. Anyway, so we will do the closing prayer. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, Guru, Master, Chokursu, Mahaguruji, Mary, all the great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, Spiritual Helpers, all divine helpers, invisible helpers. We gratefully thank you for the oneness that we shared in the group, for the oneness that we have in our home, in our families, the oneness that we have in our profession, in our business, in our social life, the oneness that we embrace in the whole world. Take your hands up in blessing position. Bless Mother Earth, all the people. May everybody be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with peace, unity, oneness, harmony. May everybody be blessed with healing, with progress, with growth, with success, with prosperity and abundance. Now bless Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with regeneration, revitalization. May Mother Earth be healed completely on all levels. Now pray, may I be deeply rooted, connected, and grounded to Mother Earth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om to everyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, God, for your divine blessings, divine peace, illumination, for your divine mercy, forgiveness, oneness, healing, prosperity and abundance, and divine protection. Thank you for faith. So great, so great, so it is. Om, Amen, Amen. Namaste to all of you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to serve. I will see you tomorrow again. Have a lovely day.